We also have Trish Todd, who's the chairperson of both the Work Health and Safety Commission and the Mines and Petroleum Advisory Committee. Trish, in a previous life, was a Professor of Employment Relations and the head of the Management and Organisations Discipline Group, which is a real mouthful, at the University of Western Australia. Trish is going to speak to us now. Thank you. You have your little driver there.
Which is the driver?
This one, so just hit that button.
Okay, great. Thanks.
There we go.
Thank you. You're right there.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Well, good morning, and firstly, thank you all for taking on the responsibility of being health and safety reps, and second, thank you for coming along this morning. It's really, really encouraging to us. You know better than everybody else how important your role is in the workplaces, and Sally mentioned about consultation. Consultation is fundamental to good health and safety outcomes in a workplace, and that's why we need the health and safety reps. You provide a mechanism of two-way communication between management and your colleagues in the workplace, so you can be advising colleagues on what needs to be done, what's appropriate, and similarly you can be feeding back to management any issues or concerns that you have. You're the eyes and ears on the reality of what is happening at work, and as Sally said, it's tragic, the gap that happens in so many workplaces between the policies and practices and then what's actually happening, cutting corners and so forth, and then an accident consequently, which can never be undone. So a huge thank you, I sincerely mean it, huge thank you to all of you for your commitment. Okay, just very quickly to tell you what the Work Health and Safety Commission is. It is a WA government body, and we work very, very closely with WorkSafe because obviously we've all got the same goal there to achieve the optimum work health and safety practices. In the spirit of consultation, it's a tripartite body, which means that we have representatives from the employer groups, as you can see there, from the Chamber of Commerce and Industry and from the Chamber of Minerals and Energy. Commerce and Industry, yeah. And then 3 nominees from Unions WA, a couple of nominees from the public sector, people who are very knowledgeable in this space, and then 3 experts in various areas relating to the health and safety. Okay, now the Work Health and Safety Commission is a very strong advocate for HSRs. There's a question that we simply can't find the answer to, and that is how do we increase the number of HSRs in our workplaces here in WA? There are so many workplaces that don't even have one HSR. And then those of you who might be the only HSR in a workplace, you know how much better it would be if you could have some other colleagues working as HSRs. So again, as I said, I'm really open to hearing from you any ideas, anything that we could be doing to try to encourage more HSRs in the workplace. We are responsible for ensuring that the training materials are as good as possibly can be, and also that the organisations that provide the training make sure that they do a good job and that the trainers are doing a good job as well. So we approve the organisations to do the training, and we also approve the trainers. And in the past 12 months, we've been auditing the organisations just to check that they're doing what they say that they do, and we've been really impressed by the training that is happening there. It's reassuring to know. Just one quick question, and I'm going to use the old-fashioned method, put your hand up. I'm interested to know with the group here how long you've been in HSR. So put your hand up if it's been for less than 1 year. Okay, so it's quite a sizable number there. 1 to 2 years? Okay. 2 to 5 years? Oh, that's encouraging too. Yeah. Anyone more than 5 years? Look at this. Okay, yes, well done. Thank you. It's quite a spread across the room. So those of you who are new to it, there are plenty of people here who've got experience that you can be talking to as well. Just some data that I thought you might be interested in. Each year, the training organisations who provide the HSR training have to put in an annual report to tell us how many people they've trained, how many have done the 5-day courses or the 1-day refresher course, and then what industries they've come from, male, female, was it out in the regions, was it here in the city, and so forth. And so for the most recent report, which is going from July 23 to June 24, so it's a financial year figure, the number of 5-day training courses run was 406 in WA, so that's pretty good. And the number of health and safety reps trained was 5,000, just over, well, you can see, over 5,000. So that is really encouraging that the training is happening. Under the not-so-new Act at this stage, health and safety reps are encouraged to do a 1-day refresher course every 12 months, and we're just starting to get some momentum there. And as you can see, in the past financial year, there were 196 1-day refresher courses run, and involving just over 1,500 health and safety reps. We do encourage the training organisations to be a bit responsive to you. So if you go along to that refresher course and there's something that you would really like to discuss or brush up on, if there's some aspect that's really concerning you, tell them that that's something you'd like to cover in that refresher course. And often you'll find if there's something that you're struggling with, many of your other HSR colleagues are finding the same issue. You can see I've put at the bottom of that slide there some questions. The first one I'll give you the answer to. The other two, what I'm saying to you is I'd just like to hear during morning tea what industries you're from, and any issues or skills that you'd like to see more training on. And I know that the WorkSafe people are also really keen to be gathering that information, so don't be shy in telling us what would be helpful. But in terms of the industry that had the most trained, mining was the one. How many of you are from mining here? Okay. So in that period, 1,868 HSRs were trained from the mining industry. The second was health. How many from health here? Oh, good, okay. And there was 715 trained in the previous year. And education and training, anyone from? Okay, 528. So, and I mean, look, we shouldn't be surprised, should be, with health and education, because there are a lot of employees in those areas, and a lot of them are big organisations where we find we're more likely to find health and safety reps. But it's encouraging to see the new health and safety reps coming through and being trained. So look, I'm going to stop there and look forward to talking with you during morning tea, and anyone who's wanting to give us any feedback on anything that I've asked there about how do we get more people to be health and safety reps, any comments on the training and so forth, really pleased to speak with you and hear more about it. Thank you.